No problem. All right, everybody. We're going to get started. We just want to remind everyone to make sure you keep your microphones muted if your audio is connected so that everyone can hear Barry as he goes through the analysis today. It is Sunday, July 21st. And we are going to take a look at, we might look at some things that happened this past week and then kind of gauge where price is heading in the week ahead on our different pairs on our watch list. Once we get through the analysis, we will allow you guys to ask questions if you want us to look at other pairs, or if you have any questions
Okay.
about analysis. Can you please mute yourself, please? Thank you so much. All right, we've got a lot of you here today, so we're excited to be here with you guys. Thank you for hopping on with us. Let's just remember to be respectful, keep our mics off so that everyone can hear Barry clearly. And then when we have an opportunity to open up the floor for you guys to ask questions about pairs you want to see or questions about technical analysis, we can do that for you guys as well. All right, so that is it for me. And Barry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Ria. So, of course, we will just actually analyze what we already seen, which is US dollar yen. So, with US dollar yen, we already see there was that intervention which happened over here. Can someone please mute their mic? Please mute your mic.
Tushar, your microphone is open, I think. Is it open? Hold on. Someone's mic is open. Okay, we got it.
Okay. So, yeah. So basically, like I was saying on USD yen, we had like that intervention from the Bank of Japan, though they did not agree to it, but everybody knows they actually intervened to make this rapid move to the downside. So we actually aimed for this level where there was a pin bar. We always look for the pin bar. This is also a second level we may come to if this is not a true confirmation. So most likely for Monday, a good trade on this would be entering right here and placing your stop loss right there, then aiming to make a new high. So this may even take like 2-3 weeks, but this is a definite possibility for next week. We already had one confirmation, which was a reversal from the pin bar. That was one. Then the second one was a break of the trend line. That is two. So most definitely this coming week, I'll be looking to open a trade here, risk 1%. So this should be at least a 2-to-1 or a 2.5-to-1. So that's what we're looking for next week on dollar yen. So let's move over to the second pair, which is pound yen. So with pound yen, we have a similar scenario. We reversed that the pin bar over here, but it's not as strong as yen. So this is an area where, of course, we were looking to reverse from, which we have. That's the first confirmation. Then this is like a second area if this first level does not hold. So, of course, we just need to draw our trend line over here. So from this high all the way to this high over here because it made a new low. So we'll measure it from there. And we have not yet broken the trend line. So until we break up this trend line, that's when we'll actually be looking to buy on pound yen. We'll also look at the calendar to see what's up for next week and why we haven't broken the trend line on pound yen as well, because dollar yen and pound yen, they correlate, but you can clearly see dollar yen seems to have more momentum to the upside, probably because of dollar strength. So we are carefully watching that. Then another pair we are looking at is euro dollar. Euro dollar did not touch our level. but it seems to already be reversing. Yeah, so that's one thing I'm seeing with euro dollar. So we're still waiting. We're still waiting for price to probably come all the way up back up here. That's when we can probably look for a sell opportunity coming to the downside. And I'm still definitely looking for us to actually make a new low below 1.06500 because this was like a triple bottom. So I'm looking for us to come down to this level. So as of next week, since we are already even at a pin bar level over here, for next week on euro dollar, I believe that we may have like a slight reversal like this, then make a new low. Then, of course, there might be a break of the trend line. Then we might come back all the way up here, then reverse again, then continue the downward move. Then from there, if we do have a break of the trend line, then it will be full confirmation that we can enter into this trade, risk 1%, and aim to take out these triple bottoms over here at 106,750. But as of now on euro dollar, we just wait, nothing to do there. Yen is of interest for us at this current moment, so that will be something to look forward to next week. So the next one is CAD Swissy. CAD Swiss has been going down. So the first area of interest that I said we might come to is here, which is this consolidation. We just breached right through it. So that's one thing. But we actually have a pin bar over here. But we have not yet really reached this area of the pin bar. So what I'm actually saying for next week with CAD Swiss is for us to actually make a new low. So already we have seen that we came down like this, made a lower low and a higher low over there. Oh, sorry, a lower high, then another lower low, which was really strong to the downside because of Canadian news. And now we seem to be making um a lower high over here. Then we may actually come to the downside, then test this level over here, then maybe see some movement to the upside, draw our trend line, which would fit very perfectly here. And then we can see some upside move, obviously to take out these highs, but obviously aim for this pin bar to be taken out right there. So as you already see here, we already reached this like pin bar. So if we did enter for short selling, we would have just drawn a trend line like that, shorted the market, aimed for this low over here, and made some good money off that. So yeah, this would have even been probably like a 10-1, but I'm looking for buys on CAD Swiss. But as we can already see, there is not enough sellers at this point. So yeah, there are too many buyers. So that's why CAD Swiss is in a very strong downward trend. But again, when this reaches like extremes, we can actually start seeing the sentiment start shifting towards the sellers because most people have obviously seen this move and they want to get into it. And so for next week, we may actually see a downward move where everybody will think the market is definitely going down and further down. Then most definitely we may see a bounce from this level, then start make new highs, and then the sentiment will start to reduce as well. So that's what we're seeing for next week on CAD Swiss. I'm staying out of it. So yeah, we'll just watch it for the upcoming week. So another pair we can look at is dollar Mexican. Yeah, dollar has been of interest this past week. And guess what? We have reached this level over here. And yeah, we had a bit of rejection, a few rejections twice. So this is like two double tops. Yeah, so most definitely we will need to draw like a trend line over here So once we break this trend line, we'll be looking for some sales, probably to take out this low over here. Or rather not, we may actually be aiming for this partial consolidation level over here, which may be a good 4-to-1 risk reward. But as of now, we still watch till we get a confirmation of a break of trend line. So let me actually draw a trend line over here so that we can remember this. So from this low all the way there. Yeah. So once we get a break of this trend line, that's when we can actually enter into this market, then target this area of interest over here. So let me also actually put a box there. So this would be like a very good risk to reward, especially if we break the trend line really early, like on Monday or Tuesday. So watch dollar Mexican for next week. Make sure you watch it. And then last but not the least is gold. What do we see happening for next week on gold? Yeah, like I said, this would be a level that we may reach. We seem to be bouncing off of it. And yeah, we will need to probably make a lower high and then make a lower low so that we can easily draw a trend line over like that. And then if we get a break above, then we can aim to go to the upside. But if this market is not looking to like buy, then most definitely if we cross this level over here, like this low over here, we cross it real smoothly, then we can probably look for some sells, but this wouldn't be an ideal one. We're probably looking to sell all the way up to here, but it can be taken, but we'll definitely just be looking for a 1-to-1 whereby our stop loss or risk would be this chunk over here. Then our take profit may be this. So it may even be less than 1-to-1. So that's what you just need to keep in mind. But overall, a good trade on this one would be a buy to the upside. So once we just make a lower high rather, and then a lower low, then we can draw a trend line. Once that breaks, then we can aim to make a new high. Since gold has been making all-time highs, so we don't really have previous resistance levels. So at this point, it's either we go with the trend or go slightly against it. But I think going with the trend would be a better way to do it. So these are all of the pairs we are actually looking at. But last but not least, of course, everybody will ask for NAS 100 and probably the what's it called? US 500. Yeah, between those two. But yes, I think I'll just cover NAS 100 since this has been having some traction of late. So yeah, we have reached this level that we marked. So a good trend line over here is what we are looking for. So a break above this trend line would signify that we might be going to the upside. But as of now, we just wait and watch the market for NAS 100. So we may see some change next week, though this trend line looks very steep. Let's see, probably from here to here. Yeah. So once we get a break of this trend line, this would be kind of risky because the trend line is not really super defined as other trend lines. So we need to be very careful with this one. Maybe risking 0.5% would be better than 1%. So, but overall, if we do make a break beyond this trend line, we'll definitely be looking to buy NAS 100 to the upside and taking out the previous high. So now the floor is for you all to ask questions or pairs that you'd like us to look at this evening. What pairs would you like us to look at for
Hi,
the
Nick.
upcoming week? Yes.
Um, Yeah, pleased to meet and speak to you. It's the first call I've actually joined this week. Good to be here. Could you have a quick look at silver for me, please?
Silver. Okay, I
Yes,
believe
please.
it should be doing the same moves as gold. But yeah, of course, some moves on gold and silver may be extensive than the
Uh-huh.
other. Yeah. So already, like, yeah, silver seems to have more push to the downside as compared to gold. So overall, yeah, we have a pin bar over here, and we seem to already have touched it somehow.
Mhm.
But this would not be like an ideal scenario to enter a buy just yet. So this level was already touched. So we already see some rejection over 229 level. So as of now, I think you just probably have to watch this market. Could
Yeah,
this?
that's very steep,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. So this is like a very parabolic move to the downside. So I would honestly recommend to just wait. It's similar to what's happening with NAS 100. It
Uh-huh.
would be risky to actually like start buying immediately. Like if we see a very tight break over this trend line, this is not like a textbook kind of trend line. This is like a very steep trend line. So if we
Mhm.
have like a break beyond this trend line, I don't think risking a huge amount to probably break these previous highs would be ideal. Probably would have to see the market make another high over here, then a lower low, then it
Yeah.
probably continues like this and probably just fills out this pin bar completely rather than touching it. Then from
Mhm.
there, maybe a good trend line like so would work. And then a break beyond here would signify something better for silver. So as for silver, I'll just say you wait on it. But if you
Okay.
see like maybe a break on Monday on silver, then yeah, you can enter it, but with very minimal risk, not like risking the whole bank on this. So
Nice.
yeah, let's
Okay, thank
actually
you, Nick.
you're welcome, David. So let's actually look at the calendar since Frank says we look at the fundamental analysis for gold. So of course, what pushes gold in the most is US dollar. So let's actually look at the fundamentals for next week on Forex Factory. So 1 minute. Right, let me just share my screen. All right. So for next week, oh, it's gonna be a blank Monday and Tuesday. So we actually have Bank of Canada interest rates. So for CAD Swiss, which we're analyzing, we may actually see some very strong moves on it on Wednesday. Then we also have flash manufacturing PMI. So this may actually not cause much movement with USD pairs, especially gold. So if I'm looking at gold, I will probably have to see something significant move the market, especially to the upside, since I said gold buys would be ideal for the coming week. Yeah, but overall, I think in the coming week, the most interesting pairs to look at is probably pound for Wednesday, Canadian dollar, and the US dollar. Then following that, there'll be unemployment claims on Thursday. That may also push the market a little bit, but I think the Canadian interest rate will be big, especially for CAD Swiss. So I guess we all need to watch CAD Swiss or some CAD pairs like pound CAD, USD CAD to see for any opportunities with Canadian dollar. Yeah, not the other pair, but yeah. That's what I believe we may see next week. So any other pair or questions that you may have? Euro New Zealand. Okay, let's actually look at Euro New Zealand. I remember I took a trade, a sell trade on it, but this market has just been going up. So let's see where we are and where we're going. Oh, okay, this is interesting. We're actually at a pin bar point over here. And yeah, we haven't seen any rejection yet, but this is actually a very good level we're at. It's like a previous high and also a pin bar area, which is an area of interest. So we would probably have to see some rejection, like some red candles over here, to show that this level is indeed holding. Then, of course, this trend line needs to be broken. This is a very good trend line, so it needs to be broken. Then from there, yeah, this level over here at 175.50 would be ideal to take profit. So if we do break this trend line, this may be the risk, then this would be the reward. So yeah, this looks like a 5-to-1. So that's what we may actually see on Euro New Zealand. But as of now, we just watch it. So on Wednesday, I'll actually be reviewing these pairs. So let me actually put silver on the list and Euro New Zealand to see what actually happens. So if you want to see what I think is going to be the next move for Thursday and Friday with silver and Euro New Zealand, don't forget to actually join us on Wednesday around this same time. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Any other pairs you'd like us to look at or questions? If not, we can wrap it up. Any other pair? What about you, Ria? Anything you'd like me to look at?
No, I think I'm okay, Barry. You just kind of briefly looked at Euro, was it Euro Kiwi?
Yeah.
So I think I'm good.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, so Euro Kiwi, like I said, we just need a break of this trend line and a bit of rejection, like a few red candles around this area to show that we are not going to breach to the upside. So we just wait and watch. All right. So thank you, traders. I hope you have a lovely week. Yeah, especially it will be quiet on Monday and Tuesday. So, but either ways, anything can happen. News can come out from the US or Japan that may push the market either way. I'm still in oil, waiting for it to go up to the 89 or 90 levels. Yeah, so that's what I'm currently in. But of course, come Monday, I will most probably be entering in dollar yen, only dollar yen, maybe also dollar Mexican peso. So just be watching those. Apart from that, have a very good week. Stay safe. Make sure you use a stop loss and have very good risk management. And we shall be rejoining each other on Wednesday at 4 p.m. EST or 11 p.m. or rather 10 p.m. CET. So yeah, this is where our session ends, and I will be seeing everyone next week.